Interviewing people is a valuable resource. Again, I said when we were looking at the invention for the gentleman in Janesville, we were doing mall steps, we were talking to people at airports, we were stopping people wherever we could and conducting face-to-face research. Got a couple of minutes? Let me ask you a few questions. Framing the questions is critically important. You've got to ask the right questions if you want to get the right information back. So this isn't something that you just do on the spur of the moment. A great deal of thought goes into framing those questions so you capture the right information on the backside. And if you're going to be doing this on the phone, make sure, as our researchers at the university are, they've got a script in front of them. And you've all experienced that with the marketing people on the phone who have called you. You know they've got a script, they're following a script, and if you interrupt them, sometimes they lose their place, sometimes they're easily back there. But having a script allows you to get comfortable with the questions you're going to be asking. And after you've done this a few times, it becomes very easy to kind of ebb and flow with conversation, depending on how it's directed by the person on the other end. But keep good records. Set up a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet, and track all the information so you can calculate how those responses are coming in. Use a Likert scale if you can. Likert scale meaning, on a scale of 1 to 5, a scale of 1 to 7, how would you rate this product? And that allows us to really gather information and calculate it very quickly without any real burden of time and cost. It can be done instantaneously. You can also use some free resources out there. You've got SurveyMonkey. It's not the most professional name in the world, but you know what? It's a free website. If you want to go out to SurveyMonkey, you can create your own online survey. You can gather the data. It calculates all the results, and you can get the extract at the end. That's pretty easy. Zoomerang is another one, but Zoomerang is going to cost you. I think we pay about $150 a year to use Zoomerang, and we can use it as many times as we want to. So it's fairly inexpensive. Analyzing the competition is critical. Now we've gathered all this information, we have to take the time to really analyze what we've got here so we can make those informed decisions. Is a competitive weakness identified here? Have we found a place where the competition might be vulnerable? A market sector that they're really not going after because they don't perceive it to be large enough to attack. So there could be some opportunities uncovered in our research that will allow us to really move forward in some productive and profitable ways. What are the advantages and disadvantages that we found on the competition? Again, what are their strengths? More importantly, what are the weaknesses? I can't attack them on strength, but certainly if I identify some of the weaknesses of the competition, it gives me the ability to enter the market in some of those areas with less danger and less expense on my part. Are customers truly satisfied with the existing products that are out there? Or have they expressed a need for something that may not exist, and there's my opportunity to fill that need? What about switching costs? There are always switching costs. Think about it. You've got a known supplier at this point in time. You're going to be switching to someone who's an unknown. There is risk involved in moving from the known to the unknown, even if the known is not that good. So if you've had an automobile serviced by a place and they haven't always fixed it the first time, it's taken 2 or 3 trips back, you get it repaired, and then you get this direct mail piece that says, Joe's Auto Service has just opened up 3 blocks away. Geez, what's the risk of going to Joe's? What do I know about Joe's? What do I know about this new opportunity? So for a customer to switch involves a great deal of risk. How can we mitigate that? Can I give them a X% off on their first attempt to kind of take some of the bite out of this thing and introduce them to me at a lower cost? Can I offer some things, well, if you come in this week and take purchase this product, we're going to give this one free samples of this or that. There are ways to try to minimize some of that risk and encourage people to make the switch. We have to be creative in finding some of those things. And then looking at the market, we've got to assess the size of that need. Again, what's the total need for gasoline in the city of Beloit? And how many people are providing that right now? Is there an opportunity for an independent to open up and provide those services? Probably not. Very capital intensive, lots of licensure, lots of regulations. Do we really want to go there? Gauge it through different trends. What's happening in the marketplace? Has the market been continually expanding and growing? Has the market been flat? Has the market been in decline? Keep in mind, even in a declining market, you can make money. Because oftentimes, as a market declines, competitors leave. And it may offer you an opportunity for market share. So think about that as you look at this as well, but you've got to understand who's out there, who's in it for the long term, who may be leaving or who just left. And if they just left, what were the services and products that they were providing? Are some of those going to be gaps in the industry going forward? Could I take advantage of that? And looking at the market again, who are the potential users of my product or service? Is that group expanding? Are there new people coming into the market that don't even know about this? Will be early adopters of the product or service that I'm offering.